In the first reading today, we hear about the fact that the mountain of God's house is going to be established as the highest of all mountains. When we think about what exactly that means, obviously it can be understood in a variety of ways, but we have to actually look at the prophet Daniel. Because in the prophet Daniel, we hear about a vision that King Nebuchadnezzar has. And it's a vision that he had, a dream, I guess, of a statue, part gold, part silver, and so on. And the prophet Daniel told him, represented 4 kingdoms. And in the 4th kingdom, which would be the kingdom of the Romans, there would be a stone that would come forth that was not hewn with human hands. It would crush the entire statue, and it would grow to become the largest of all mountains. That is Jesus Christ. And so that's what we're ultimately talking about. It is the Lord. And so we see in that first reading, the second reading then, from also Isaiah, about the fact that a virgin would be with child and bear a son, we now have clarity regarding how this was going to happen. Any sign could have been asked. And because Ahaz refused to ask, God gave a sign which no human being would ever think of asking, that a virgin would give birth to a child. But then we recognize from the gospel that the child to whom the virgin is going to give birth is not just a human child. He will be called the Son of the Most High, that he is the Son of God. So we have all of these things that are promised. We could go through the Old Testament and look at the various things that God had told were going to happen. And yet it was all dependent on one humble and extraordinary woman to be able to say yes. Be it done unto me according to thy word. She was willing to accept so that all of these things could happen. And without her, it would not have happened. Not the way we know it. Obviously, God could do whatever he wanted. But he's the one who made it dependent on a woman. Because there are many places in the Old Testament foretelling that. So it was absolutely necessary. God couldn't work around our Blessed Lady. Instead, he gave her the grace to be able to say yes. Now, obviously, he's not asking any of us to be able to do what Our Lady did, to have the faith, to have the humility, to have the charity that our Blessed Lady has. But yet, he is offering every one of us the grace to do exactly what he is asking of us. And so we learn then from our Blessed Lady how we need to answer. Be it done unto me according to thy word. Is that the disposition that we have? A lot of us, unfortunately, are more than happy to do God's will when it happens to be what we wanted to do anyway. But when it's something other than what we wanted, when it's something that is difficult, when it's something that's inconvenient, all too often we say, no, I want to do it my way. That's what Satan did. I'll do it my way. Look where it got him. Our Lady did it God's way. Look at where it got her. Those are the two options we've got. If I'm going to do it my way, I know where I'm going to end up. So let's follow the example of our Blessed Lady. Let God's word find its fulfillment in us. We can choose to do God's will. We can choose to conform ourselves to his word. We can allow his will to be done in us. That's what each one of us is being invited to, what we are being called to. It may not be quite as extreme or extraordinary as what our Blessed Lady was asked to do. But whatever it is that God is asking is what is perfect and what is best for each one of us individually. So whatever that may be, as it becomes more clear in prayer in our day-to-day life as well as in the big picture, learn from our Blessed Lady to respond always the same way. Be it done unto me according to thy word.